Hello. Oh shoot, we got a raid? Hold on, I'm like setting up right now. Hold on. Got the chat window right there, this one. Put that right there. We're gonna increase the size of the window. Alright. Welcome raiders. Actually, let me welcome everyone. Everyone is here now. Let me check my settings. Yep, I am unmuted. Apparently there was a Steam update, a Steam VR update. So I guess they added these borders at the top. I don't know what this is. You guys seeing this? Also, hold on. The menu overlaps with the borders. Look at that. What the heck? I might have to zoom that in a bit. This this looks kind of weird. But okay, hold on. Let me greet people. Welcome ChocoJax. Welcome Stanley. Welcome Utoa. Welcome Lofkey. Thank you Lua for the raid. Let me shout you out. Let me see what you were doing. Do the shout out. With the exclamation mark SO. You're probably either playing Fortnite or like doing some programming. It's not there. Oh wait, it's not. Is Stream Elements down? Did Stream Elements die? Hold on. It's not responding. Well, I don't know. Whatever you were doing, hopefully you had a good stream. Welcome Acer Bandit. Welcome Lumen BG. Welcome Neo0. Welcome to Props Not Jack. Thank you Acer Bandit for the 5 months. Have I caught sight of the bear again? Not recently. I feel like I haven't seen the the bear in a while. Also, Props Not Jank, thank you for the 8 months. Whoa, 8 months. It's worked on other people's stream, it's abandoned me. Yeah, normally it leaves a message. It usually says, Wolfie's live with whatever the heck. And now it's gone. It's not even here. How will people know what I'm streaming, right? But anyway, we're here. Whatever you were doing, hopefully it was good. We don't even know. We'll never know. Did I take my meds? I talked about this yesterday. I don't have meds. I'm the least medicated streamer. I don't even have Flintstones vitamins. Let's see, if it worked on other people's streams, I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been rejecting all of their what is that thing called? Sponsorships? Like Stream Elements does sponsorship deals. I have not accepted any of them. I keep denying them. They're probably like, this guy hates sponsorships. We're gonna stop running the bot on his channel. Probably not. I don't know. They're probably having some bug or something. Maybe I have to turn it back on? Sometimes they turn off on their own. What? So thank you for the 6 months, Uto. 6 months. Wait, didn't you say you were like... Normally you pay for 3 months at a time. You renew your sub. You didn't take mint. I normally don't take mint. Also welcome Bread Botnik. Flintstones vitamins are so expensive, are they? I haven't had them since I was a kid. Also welcome Laketh. Yeah, Wednesday. You ever hear people that pronounce Wednesday like Wednesday? Well, thank you Neo0 for the for that 3 months in advance. I knew someone in high school that would pronounce it as Wednesday, and I was like, that's the first time I've ever heard that. Why is it spelled that way? ChocoJax like to say it like that sometimes. Yeah, I think I tuned into one of your streams one time and you said, you pronounce it as Wednesday, and I was like, what the heck? Some kind... Well, who says this? What's going on? Wednesday. Yeah, it's the day for classic games. Pull up the NES on Wednesday. You ever hear Wednesday pronounced as midweek? No. It is sometimes referred to as hump day though. Like in Animal Crossing. Sometimes, remember that porcupine? What's her name, Sable or Mabel? One of them? If you talk to her every day, if it's like a Wednesday, she'll be like, It's Wednesday, also known as Hump Day. And that's it. It was the first time I've heard that. It's like Animal Crossing, what the... Who actually says this? Let's see, not native speakers. Yeah, the person that I heard pronounce it as Wednesday, she was not a native English speaker. But I mean, like, as someone who doesn't really know English, if you see the word, you're like, okay, it's like a very common word. It's probably pronounced as it's spelled. You say Wednesday, and everyone's like, haha, they said the word wrong. They don't even know it. They don't even know the N and the D are reversed for some reason. Right? It's like Wednesday. Not Wednesday. This guy's so stupid. They don't even know. But we're here. I might have to change some of this stuff. You know what? Maybe I'll do that right now. Right as I turned on my stream, I got a thing popping up on the top right that said, Steam VR has updated, check out what changed, and I'm like, the notes normally don't matter. Nothing really changes. But then I turned on my OBS and it was like, okay, they did change this. They changed whatever the heck this thing is. The border. So I'm gonna have to crop that. See, we got the open VR capture. This is it. I am going to... What's the best way to do this? Like this? Oh no, it's huge. What did I do? Oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe that's fine. Whatever, I'll just keep it like this. Who even cares, right? No one's even watching the stream. Or what if I just move it over? If I just move it like that? Oh, but then if I'm cropping it off, you don't get to see like everything. That was the point of this thing, is that you can see everything. Well, that's it. What's the deal with February? Yeah, it's also like... I don't know, February is weird. It's also like 28 days. Real-time stream editing, we're doing that. Boat view has widescreen. Yeah, by default it is widescreen. It by default it is widescreen. I just have this thing. Actually, what if I make a new scene and I just have the first person view like tiny in the corner? Like if I have it just this is what it normally is supposed to look like. Also there's no audio if I go to this scene. Okay, let me go back here. But like without the first person view, you don't know what I'm looking at, right? Sometimes I'm like doing things, I'm like, oh look at this thing, look at here's my hands. You guys can't even see it. The distortion when I move it. Hey, when I move what? Also welcome Zoli. Yeah, this is good. I prefer this. It gives you both angles. You guys could be over there, I'm over here. Get the fish. Ow, I just hit my chair. Yeah, he's sitting. But I'm gonna fish today, you know? Just like last time, remember when I was fishing? That time when I spent months playing this game without actually catching a single fish? The last time we caught so many fish, this entire cooler was full. And that's awesome. Yo, Hype Train success. I've collected all the level 1 emotes. I already have all of them. Wednesday is named after the Germanic god Woden. Oh, Woden. Woden? Woden? Yeah, Woden D's. Got him. I collected all the level 1 emotes. Also, thank you, Defins. The 9 months. Yo, 9 months. It's a baby. In other words, like French and Romanian, that day is the Roman god Mercury. Oh, like miércoles, right? Is miércoles the word in Spanish that means Wednesday? I guess that makes sense. Whoa, that's loud. The loud thunder. Woden? The Woden's Day? got Hype Train cred for that sub. Yeah, that's the only time I ever post my message that I'm resubbing, is when someone else did it, and then I'm like, okay, I might as well contribute to the Hype Train. Even though I have all the Hype Train level 1 emotes. Otherwise, there's no real reason to share that you resubbed. Unless you want the streamer to call out your name, I guess. I don't know. Welcome Blue Death 23. Oh, Woden. Got another 3 months in advance, so emote until July. Yeah, if only they would give me more emote slots. They should give more animated emote slots. I'm still surprised that the maximum is 5. Even if you're a partner, right? Why are they so stingy? Just give us another like 5 slots. I could have so many good emotes. Yeah, why is it 5? That's like so low. Think of all the emotes we're missing out on. We could have so much variety. And they don't care about us, the streamers, or the viewers. Oh wait, do you guys see that the Twitch CEO stepped down? And then they're firing like a ton of people? I think I saw the news. I didn't even know who the CEO was, right? I remember we've been talking about this. I'm like, okay, Jeff Bezos? Oh, Jeff Bezos is not actually the CEO of Twitch. And then I looked it up, it's like, oh, it's some other guy. But then whoever that was stepped down. And then there was a layoff, and that was like this week, I think. Yeah, even at partner, you can only get 5 emotes. Or like 5 animated emotes. It's weird. German Wednesday is just Mittwoch. I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh, that's what it means. That's midweek. What do you guys call like Monday? Start of week? Sometimes in some cultures, the start of the week is Sunday. Sometimes it's Monday. And I've always, you know, in my calendars, it's always been Sunday. But like when you think about it, it really is supposed to be Monday. Monday is Montag. Montag or Montag? Pokemon tag? Man. Telegram gives any random scrub the ability to get 50. Yeah, like also Discord, right? if you just want more emotes, you could just make a Discord server and just upload whatever the heck emotes you want. But like Twitch, you know, they require streamers to do it. So you didn't know about the CEO, heard about the layoffs? Yeah. It was announced in short succession too. It's like, I think earlier this week or the week before. It's like Twitch CEO steps down. They're appointing some new guy, I don't know. And then like this week, they're laying off a ton of people. Like apparently Twitch isn't very, it's not very profitable. Bezos isn't even CEO of Amazon? Wait, then who is in charge of Amazon? What is Bezos doing? I guess he's just rich. He's just a guy that has a ton of money. Here, let's look up the news. We'll pull up the what's it called? Twitch new CEO. Okay, Twitch CEO Emmett Shear to step down. This was 6 days ago. Emmett Shear, I'd never even heard of this guy. But the new guy, Dan Clancy, I guess he's been around since 2019. They announced this on their blog. The Twitch blog. And then they laid off a bunch of people. Actually, let me check the Twitch blog. Twitch blog. The latest from Twitch. An update about our workforce. It's always like some vague message. It's not like we're laying off people. It's like we're making structural changes. We're reorganizing. We're restructuring our organization. We made the difficult decision to reduce the size of our workforce. We're laying off 400 people. Wow. As the company focused on building community together, this decision was incredibly difficult. Yes. And then you get the big words in other news. We just laid off a bunch of people, but did you know, see you in chat. 16 years of Twitch. Did they make a blog post about the new CEO? They got the Streamer Awards, Mario Day. No, they didn't even make a blog post about the new... Oh wait, they do. Okay, never mind. Wait, no, it's different. This was something else. I don't even know. I don't even know what's happening. Yeah, John Twitch. He has a lot of Amazon shares. This will have no adverse effects. I mean, considering we didn't even know, like, who the CEO was until until they appointed a new one. I assume that's not going to make them much of a difference, but... I don't know, the 400 people... How many people even work at Twitch? Like 1,000? 2,000? How many people work at Twitch? But also it doesn't say like what kind of employees they're firing. Like, is it it's like the software engineers or like the designers or like, I guess it's like everyone, right? Working at Twitch. Twitch has about 1,000 employees. And so if they laid off... Okay, so they laid off like 40% of their staff. Approximately. Like 30-something% of their staff. That's a huge amount. Wait, okay, that's not accurate. This one says there's about 1,000 employees. This one down here says it has, what is it? 2,000? Apparently in March of last year, 300 employees left in 2001. Interesting. Also, welcome, Delicious Smile. Yo, it's Moonybug. Or, sorry, Mooney. It's been a while. What have you been up to? Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, we don't even know who got laid off. We don't even know. Also, welcome, Newtonia. It's probably Excel jockeys, tech support, and some other human resource guys. You can automate those tasks. Oh yeah, AI. They're replacing everyone. We don't even know what's happening over there. AI is going to replace all of us. Oh, that's me. That's me, Wolfie. I gotta keep remembering that I'm actually fishing. You know, I'll catch one fish, and then I'll go like look up something online, and then just forget that I was trying to fish at all. Yeah, Uta was here. Everyone's here. Also, welcome, Cole. They probably laid off the person in charge of rolling out the the moments feature. That's why I don't have it. I hate that. Like, they released Twitch Moments, like, last year even. Or maybe even the year before that. I've had several moments that I think are moments worthy. Also, welcome, Hamflow. Right, like yesterday? Remember yesterday? I was spending, like, an hour looking for, the beetle. And then eventually found it. But, like, now I can't even... The people who were there, you don't even get to claim that you were there. It's kind of messed up. They won't even know that you guys witnessed when I caught the big fish. You know, they didn't witness when I'm gonna finish Kemono Friends Picross on Friday. I won't have moments enabled. It's kind of messed up. Watch the streak notification. Oh yeah, that's also a thing. I've been seeing that more often. I wish you could like tell what your watch streak was on a stream without like... Actually no, there probably is a way, right? If you click your Twitch monthly recap, it'll tell you how many streams you watched. I don't know. But they should allow more options, right? You can only see when you have a watch streak of 3, and I never have that because my watch streak is always like huge. Although I think yesterday Hamflow was streaming, but then his stream died due to his internet connection. But that happened before I ended my stream, or like around before I was able to watch it. So I don't know if the fact that he streamed yesterday counted as a stream, and then I missed a stream, and now my watch streak of like 300 days is now broken. Can't believe it. I guess we'll find out in 3 days if it gives me the notification. It'd be like, now you've watched Hamflow stream for 3 days in a row. Be like, no, what? I've been here for like 300 days. It's broken. It's been ruined. Can't believe it. Even the moments feature, yeah. We need that. We need people to know that you guys were here. Let's see, I love collecting moments and then using your moment list as a way to win arguments. Yeah, L plus ratio plus your moment list. Plus you haven't even seen a single moment. Gonna be there when Kimono Friends Picross ends. That's gonna be most likely on Friday. And then we'll find something else to do. But then after that we'll start the Miku Picross. Finally we can play Hatsune Miku Picross. And it'll be cool. So yeah, I guess embarrass me in front of the streamer, show them that I've been here thrice. Yeah, I think also the thing that says you have a watch streak of 3 is kind of like, it tells people that you have not been here for more than 3 days. I feel like it might be a detriment. Right, the people that can't share their watch streak is the people that have been here for like 60 days in a row. And then some guy comes in here like, I've been here 3 times. Everyone else is like, well, that's like rookie numbers. This guy's only been here 3 days. I've been here for like a year. I think I've like watched every... I think my watch streak, the highest watch streaks that I have, probably like Hamflow. I don't know if that has been broken. Oh frick, that's a bear! You guys seen that? Oh, okay, it's gone. But I saw the bear is real. Someone was asking about the bear. It was right there. But you didn't see it. Now, Northern Lion, yeah, Northern Lion's probably one of my highest watch streaks. There's no way for me to check, though. I know streams too much, but it's like predictable. He streams like every Monday to Friday pretty consistently. Yeah, so I'll just leave it on when I'm at work. Really? Yes, really. I don't know. It's cool though. If only there was a way to check. If only like at the year-end thing when Twitch does your summary, it says like here are your top streamers. Here's how many streams you've watched in a row. Actually, did they do that? Did they tell you how many streams you've watched? Possibly. My last Deus Ex stream, PC crashed 10 minutes in, which would have been before I could watch. That counted as a separate VOD. Oh. No, I feel like it probably... Actually, I don't know. How do they count it? Is a watch streak based on, like, per day? Like, what if a streamer goes live, they stream for 5 minutes, and then their stream, like, dies? And then they come back a few hours later. Like, if you miss that first stream, does that break your watch streak? Also, welcome Denchi. Streamer breaking combos. We don't even know. What if one of the 400 people that were laid off were in charge of the watch streak functionality? Don't know. We simply don't know. Any bites today? We caught 2 fish. We caught some tiny fish in here. Also, thanks for reminding me. I even was talking about it. I was like, I'm gonna catch 1 fish. I'm gonna start talking about something and then forget that I'm catching fish. And then since you've asked, I'm like, oh yeah, I should be catching fish. We'll catch some fish. We'll probably fill this up again. I'd be bummed if the people that made the username tags and stream titles would let go. Oh yeah, I guess, yeah, if you tag someone in your Twitch, your stream title, it'll at them. It'll have colorful names. Cast line redeemer, never. I will never have redeems that require me to do something manually. It has to be automated, because otherwise I might forget. Oh, okay, that's not true. I had the redeems for when I was doing tier lists. But that's different though. Those are like one-off special things. But like sometimes people have really complicated redeems that are like, you have to actually put effort into it. It's like, okay, read this voice line out, or like talk in this kind of voice for 5 minutes. And I'm like, that's too much effort. I would never do that. It's gotta be something that will trigger automatically, so that I don't have to do anything. He has a profile card that pops up. Oh wait, yeah. I think I have seen that. I have seen it. Do a big 10k redeem that does nothing. Oh wait, I think I've seen some people, they have channel point goals. I know like Clavio has one that's like a monthly goal where people can contribute points to it, and then if the goal is met by the end of the month, then I guess they do something. And there's like a maximum you're allowed to redeem per day, per day. So like it keeps people going back to the stream. It's like if I have 10,000 points needed and you can redeem a maximum of like 1k per day, then people will come back every day to redeem stuff. Channel point goals. Yeah, but I have no goals though. This guy has no goals. Gotta get the your dailies. You'll get the gacha bonus. Make sure you log in. You get your free premium currency. You pay your taxes. Check at that. Check that out. Check at that. That's what I said. Check at that. We got another watch. This is it's our 5th one. Oh, there's one down there. How did that get there? This one? Okay, I can't grab it because my chair is in the way. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, no goals. This guy has no goals. Let's see, don't want to commit tax fraud, nor do I want to randomly get incorporated. So redeems are a pipe dream for poor unaffiliated me. Wait, what? Oh, like as an affiliate? I don't know. Yeah, it's like, if you get paid occasionally for something you do as a hobby, it gets kind of annoying, right? You're like, now I have to like put this in my taxes, and I have to like pay money. Man. It's like, you know, if you get paid on Patreon and YouTube and Twitch, every year you gotta put that in your tax return. Man. This is just for fun. And now I have to report it? I guess you don't technically... Okay, I'm gonna... You don't technically have to, but you should. You should. I did. I reported it on my tax earnings. Have you written something streaming related off as a work expense? No. I don't think you're supposed to, unless it's like... If you're doing it as a hobby, I don't think it counts. I was actually wondering about that. I was like, okay, if I bought a game... Can I write that off as a work expense? But apparently for hobby stuff like this you can't. If it's like your full-time job or like a major source of income, then probably you probably can't. No, I don't think so. I just do this for fun. But also, can they even disprove that? Major? Okay, I don't know. You talk to your tax professional. I don't know. I can't provide assistance with this. So yeah, ask my tax accountant if I can write off Twitch subs as advertising costs. You can't? But you're gonna continue doing it anyway, though. Like, I feel like every time I'm in, like, a Twitch chat, and Denchi's already there, and I say something, he will gift me a sub, and I'm like, yo, thank you, Denchi. It's like when I show up in, like, Alice Sawyer's chat, or, like, Ray Ravenstein's chat, and I post some emote, Denchi's like, this guy Wolfie's here, and I gift him a sub. Thank you for that. You probably could, but it's not higher than the standard deduction, there's no point. I don't know how taxes work. I just put the numbers in. It's like Twitch and YouTube. They sent me whatever form it was that you needed, but Patreon didn't. So I had to like go on their website to like look at how much I earned. I had to put that in manually. It's too much. Waiting for people I know. Yeah, Denchi's like in every chat. He's there. If he sees you there, and you're like, oh, this guy. I'm gonna click the button. There's a new anime taxes game you can use on Steam. I did see that. I saw some screenshots. It's kind of weird. It's like a dating sim, or like one of those like visual novels. There's like a lady. There's a lady named Iris, like IRS, but with an extra I in it. She asks you if the social security number is valid. I don't know if that's like randomly generated in the game, or like the user has to input their social security number. I would hope it's not asking you for your I hope it's not asking you for your social security number. Because I'm sure a lot of people would probably do it like for real. A lot of people would actually type in their real information. I feel like the government could get on that, right? They could make their own legitimate tax filing software that's like in this format. You know, have like an anime girl or boy ask you information, and then they can submit it for you. It was taken down already? Isn't it like not even up yet? Doesn't it release like on the 30th? Which actually is kind of late, right? Taxes are due like mid-April. New date IRS time. I don't know. I did see in the screenshot though, it had like heart eyes, so maybe. Cannot confirm. Also, this fish is huge. Look at this. Wow. Check that out. Actually, is this the biggest one of these fish that I caught? This one is what was it, 50? 50, like 51 of whatever this unit of measurement is. Taxes could be done practically automatically, but lobbying has shut that down. Yeah, it's messed up. It's like, it's not that complicated. For most cases. Like for me, I don't have that many sources of income. And so it's just like you get your W-2s, you get your like YouTube and Twitch, whatever form. And that's it. Basically this vibe. Is that the one of Maki asking you for your social security number? Oh yeah, this. Yeah, it's exactly this. It's a different one. I think Henamimi has this as one of her Twitch loading screen things. I've seen that one. Remember the old memes of anime girls asking for your credit card number? Yeah, it's like the Henamimi. The guy on Fiverr. It's like, attention epic Fortnite gamers. Whatever needs your help. Just give them the 16 digits and the wacky 3 numbers in the back. They could do that, but with anime girls. They should, you know, like Cameo, the website Cameo? Where they like, you can pay a famous person to voice some lines for you? They should do that, but with VTubers. Are there VTubers on that website? If not, there should be. They can make a ton of money. Although I guess actually, like Niji Sanji and possibly Hololive, or at least Niji Sanji, they have like custom voice lines where you can pay them money, you write down what you want them to say, and they will say it for you. I remember Niji Ien had that for a while. I don't know if they've done it recently, but it is a thing that they do. Yeah, attention all Wolfie viewers. Wolfie needs your help. He's on the lake, he sees the bear. To confirm the bear is real, please send, please gift 10 gifted subscriptions. And the funny number, and post your social, I can't say that, social security number. I'm not even able to talk. Bear scam? No. I would never scam. I don't want VTubers to be everywhere. Thank you, Acer Bandit, for the 10 gifted subs. It was a joke. I'd like to clarify this was a joke. But then in the back of my mind, I was like, someone, I don't know. What if someone actually does it? You gotta post your socials. Gotta post. You can't. You gotta post it. Or post a fake one. Post like 123-45-6789. Just make one up. There's no way that I would know. Everyone knows that bears are fake. No, they're real. Yeah, that one. That's the most commonly used SSN that I've seen online. It's always that one. Yeah, that one too. That's one of the most common ones. Apparently the number on the social security number, they're like based on where you were born or something. So like they have like an area code in it somewhere. And so given someone's number, you can tell what region they're from. Like I think they're possibly assigned to hospitals. Only 4 of the digits are random, yeah. Yeah, they're based on real information. They're location based. But yeah, I remember actually the stream that we were talking about this. It was a Switch Sports stream. And I was like, don't they run out of these at some point? Right, at some point they're gonna run out of numbers. And it's gonna go, like, what are they gonna do? You can't reuse numbers. Are they gonna like add another digit at the front? See, I remember Disneyland had employee codes on their badge. They had to redo them because it turned out it had social security numbers. How did that happen? So your employee ID is just your number. It's like a base 64 encoded version of your number. It's funny. It's wacky. They're so wacky over there. I've been to Disneyland once. It was not as fun as I thought it would be. Yeah, whoops, absolutely accidentally had your number in it. Are we running out of IP addresses? Yes. IPv4 is, IP addresses are very scarce now. But IPv6 is not really in wide usage yet. People, a lot of places still don't support it. And so that makes it less likely for people to switch over. And I feel like a lot of the people that do use it are like, like spammers, suspicious people. So some sites also ban IPv6 connections because of that. See, my first year of college, they legit use social security number. What? It's weird that we use that as identifiers, right? It's weird that like this thing that proves you're someone is also like an important number. You're supposed to give it out, but you're also supposed to keep it secret? There's no way. You're supposed to go with kids to Disneyland? Probably. No, there's a lot of Disney adults. A lot of people are really into going to Disneyland constantly. As a kid, Disneyland was a lot of fun, but it was also a lot less crowded. I don't know, I've never really been into Disney. Like, I haven't watched too many Disney movies, or Pixar movies even. Waiting on long lines isn't fun. Everything's like overpriced. I don't know, it's not for me. The US needs proper government issued IDs. Yeah, they need like a number. A number that is not your social security number. But it's never gonna happen. Because there's no need for it. I mean, there is a need for it, but the amount of effort that it would take to replace SSNs with something else. It's just like a lot of effort. See, my parents would check grades by SSN in college. What the? Your student ID number is just confidential information. Universal can be visited in one day. Universal Studios? Florida? SSN didn't need to be kept secret until credit score is a thing. I'll be honest, I don't know what my credit score is. And it has never affected me. I know people are like credit score is like the most important thing. It affects so many things. And I'm like, I don't know what mine is. I don't even know. Apparently you can check it for free on some places. But I've never done it. I've never bought a car or house. Yeah, I will never buy a car. A house? I don't know. Not anytime soon. Isn't that a solution to the voter ID issue? Just use your SSN? Yeah, but like, what about people that don't have one? What about, well, I don't know. I was also surprised, like, last time I voted, I was expecting them to check, like, some sort of ID, but they're just like, okay, you claim to be this person? Okay, sure. You can just go in. That's how things work. Let's see, in Canada, we allow all manner of IDs to vote, but now that I think about it, an SSN would be more ubiquitous. What do they have? Do they have, like, an SSN equivalent in Canada? Is it like the Canada ID number? Let's see, do you need to renew your IDs in the US too? Like, do they send you new ID cards every few years? The weird thing is that most states use driver's licenses as their ID. And for people that don't drive, we have like you can request an ID, but what I do is I have a passport card. It's basically like a passport, except you can use it to travel between the US and Canada. It's like a card. That's what I have. I think that one you need to renew it at the same time as your passport, which might be every like 10 years or something. Or like 5. I actually don't know. I renewed it sometime in the past 5 years. You have to buy a new ID license every 4-ish years. Possibly. Yeah, I've never had a car. I don't know how to drive, so I don't have a driver's license. Also, one thing is like, when you do your taxes, if you do them online, they ask you for like your credit card, not your credit card. Your well, okay, some places do, but they'll ask you for like your government ID or like driver's license. But they don't ask you if you have a passport. They're just like, do you have a driver's license? And I just say no. Because I don't have one. Driver's licenses need renewal, same with passports. SSNs don't get renewed. Yeah, basically that. Passports. I forgot, the last time I renewed my passport might have been like 3 years ago. I had to like take a new photo. You have to like, go to a passport photo place. Got some fancy setup. And they require your image in like a very specific format. So you gotta go to a place. It's gotta be like this dimensions. You gotta have like your face in there at a certain angle. Driver's licenses. Wait, I just read that. Me when I read a comment and then I read the same comment. Okay, we're fishing. We are continuing to fish. I always feel like when I do these streams, like, I'm not used to standing for this long. It's kind of weird. Like, before COVID was a thing, every day I would be on the train. I would be standing for like at least an hour every day. But now that I'm working at home all the time, I'm just like sitting down constantly. And like Wednesdays are the only day when I'm standing up for more than a few minutes at a time. The game is gone. Oh, the taxi game? Was it even up? What did it even exist for real? Never even seen it. But anyway, since I stand up on Wednesdays, I always feel like my posture is not as good as it could be. Like I'm like slouching over a little bit. And also the fact that it's like a heavy VR headset on my head is kind of probably not that good for you. But it's probably fine. Just like one day a week. Isn't it weird that I'm actually fishing? This guy's out here actually catching fish. For real. He's reeling in for real. Don't your legs get sore? Surprisingly, not really. I remember the first time I had a standing desk at work, when we used to have an office, I would get tired like really fast. But I got used to it. It also helps if you have a standing mat, right? A lot of people, they get standing desks, but they don't get a standing mat to go with it. I think it does help. But I don't have one here, so buy yourself a treadmill and pull-up bar. What's a standing? A standing mat is like an anti-fatigue mat. Basically, it reduces the strain on your legs. So like if you're standing on a hard surface, it's not as good. It's basically like a cushion. Provide some padding for you. It's used for, well, a carpet, but it's like squishy, I guess. It's not only for standing desks, even. It's like, you know, people that are who work in the kitchen a lot, and they're like standing in the same place a lot, cutting up stuff. They have standing mats for those too. Because you'll be standing there for a long time. How was my grass touching this weekend? Did I have fun? I talked about it on the Monday stream. Basically, it was my cousin's birthday. Or no, like it was my cousin's early birthday. It's like when someone has a birthday in the middle of the week, and everyone's like, okay, let's do it. Let's do the celebration like the weekend before or the weekend after. This time it was the weekend before. But they didn't tell me until like the day before. So it was suddenly like, hey, tomorrow we're going out. I'm like, okay, you could have told me earlier, but okay. I'll be there. And then I was there. Let's see, Cole says I have a standing desk and no standing mat. You should get one. Actually, they're surprisingly expensive. I think the one that I got, there's the bear again. Can you believe? And the moose. It's the bear and a moose. You guys probably didn't see it, but I saw it. It was real. I think the one that I got when I was in the office, the standing mat was like $40. And like $40 for a thing that you're just standing on. It's kind of expensive, right? Can we get closer to the bear and the moose? No, I think if you they only spawn far away from you. So if you go over there, they will not spawn over there. I confirmed this by checking the developer's Twitter. They posted a photo of the bear, and it was like, this bear, it's not actually scary. It's usually when you see it, it's a safe distance. It's a safe distance from you, so don't worry. And so I inferred that it probably doesn't spawn close to you. It's real. Look, it's real. We have video evidence. You should go out to fish. I would be a natural. No. I mentioned I enjoy it in VR, but in real life, it'd be like a lot of effort. Being on a lake, you gotta there's rain, there's mosquitoes, there's insects. You gotta have actually have strength in your arms. Like I'm like so weak. Someone mentioned having like a pull-up bar. I've never done a pull-up. I don't have the I don't have the body strength to do that. Anyone here do pull-ups? Anyone here capable of doing a pull-up? Is that weird to not? Pull-ups are hard. I can't do them. I remember when I was in middle school and high school. You know, like those tests they make you do sometimes, where it's like they test how many like of a certain exercise you can do in a row. Every time it was time to do pull-ups, I feel like most of the people in my class could not do a single one, myself included. It was like only a few kids could do like even a one. I can't. I don't even know how to do it. Yeah, I pull up. I see what you did there. That's a capybara meme. Slime molder can do a couple of... Oh, look at this one. This one's huge. This one's even huger than this one. Look at... Whoa, what the... I thought this one was big. Look at this one. What the heck? What's going on in this lake? It's huge. Cole got a pull-up bar a couple days ago. How many pull-ups can you do? Denchi does not think he could still do one. Just like me, for real. I have no strength. Haven't done a pull-up post-COVID. You could try. See, my uncle works at VR Fishing Inc. Told me there's no bear. I think you made this up. I think the real developers, they have confirmed that the bear is real. The big bass. Welcome, Mint. See, Mint knows. The bear's real. The bear showed up twice this stream. It's real. See, Mint, at some point you can play this game. You'll see a bear, and you'll be like, yo, is that a bear? And it is. It is real. Totally real. Let's see, I'm gonna roll up to your apartment and drag you out to make you go outside and do a pull-up. Why would you need to go outside to do a pull-up? That makes no sense. And also, I'm not even in an apartment. You don't even know where I live. Although there probably is enough information online that you could locate my exact address. Probably, I don't know. You'd probably look it up. Based on the information I've revealed on my streams. Based on photos that I've posted. every time I think about posting a photo of outside, I'm reminded of the one GeoGuessr guy who can locate obscure places by like one photo. Rainbolt. So you post one photo, he isolates the exact address, and he's like, this is where this guy lives. See, well, he puts a pull-up bar on his throne. I don't even have a throne. I will never have one. The outside is good for you? I mean, yes, probably. It's probably good for you. In my mind, you live in a nest in a large oak tree. Why? What information led you to believe this? In a nest? No, I live on a lake. This boat right here, this is my house. This is me, for real. And it's always raining. It's constantly raining. I'm trying to put the bait on. Okay, the bait is on. I have bird vibes, do I? What is bird like? Let's see, Wally is begging for someone to visit him for a pull-up. No, I will never do a pull-up. There are people who can locate places from just looking at the sky. Yeah, also like the dirt. Right, there's like in GeoGuessr, there's a dirt meta. You look at the color of the dirt, the angle of the sun in the sky. You're like, this looks like Argentinian dirt. This dirt looks like it could be Mexico. And it's right. They're always right. How do they do it? They're too good. Yeah, GeoGuessr is it's training for the government. You'll have people like in the CIA. It's actually, once you get above a certain GeoGuessr score, you get invited to an interview by the CIA. And they're like, would you like to work here? You were able to locate many things. I was teaching people about doxing risk. That's also true. Post enough photos of near your house. I was recommended a YouTube video, a YouTube short today, of some guy who does DoorDash deliveries, and he was like posting the exact route that he was going. I was like, isn't this kind of like weird? He would like record something, like this guy ordered Chipotle. He went to a Chipotle, and then he's like, okay, here's this guy ordered Chipotle. I'm gonna go pick up his order. He showed the map. He showed the exact path that he took, and then he like recorded like him giving the Chipotle to the guy who ordered it. I'm like, is this not like an invasion of privacy? I don't know. It just felt kind of weird to me. Yeah. Like, he didn't consent to this. Like, technically, they didn't put his face in the video, but he he had him opening the door. It had him, like, he also ordered a pizza. He left the pizza on the doorstep. He took a photo of it. It's weird. Have I played GeoGuessr on stream? I have not. I probably wouldn't do very well at it. But I guess that is a stream idea. I could try it one day. He probably has some kind of protection or it's staged. It did not look staged. I think all of his videos are like that. Just some guy recording. Actually, I get like a lot of these recommendations of people just like at their job. Usually like food service industry, people, like a guy working at Subways is like, here's my Subway order. Or like a guy working at Taco Bell, a guy working at McDonald's. It's always like POV. You are working at McDonald's and some guy orders this thing. There's like 50 channels that are like that. GeoGuessr is paid. Wait, is it really? I've never tried playing it. I know GeoGuessr has like a battle royale mode as well. They keep adding stuff to it. But I don't know. I don't think I'd be good at it. Actually, no. I think I did try playing it once. But it was like, if you ever played the New York version of it, the Manhattan version, it's like so easy. You look at the street signs, it tells you exactly where you are. Because in New York, everything's like a grid. Now you see the sign that says like 45th and like 8th? It's like, well, you're probably right there. You're probably at that intersection. NL should inspire you to get cracked at GeoGuessr. Nah, that's not a skill that I'm interested in having. You'd have to learn the meta. You have to look at the sky and you're like, okay, based on the way the sky is stitched together, this looks like Zimbabwe. Based on the fact that you can kind of see the Google car at this certain angle, it's probably Norway. Could be a fun stream. If someone with a paid account makes a lobby, I think all can play. Anyone here pay for GeoGuessr? Isn't the free version like you can play 5 rounds or something? And then you gotta wait for a while. Also, wait, I should hydrate. It's been an hour. It's about that time, guys. After I catch this fish, I'm gonna hydrate. Can you believe? Look at how many fish we've caught. And these aren't like small fish. These are like huge fish. These fish are huge. Okay, well I failed to catch whatever fish this was. Alright, I'm gonna hydrate. You guys can watch me hydrate. Okay. If hydrated. Let's see, you gotta pay for a lot of stuff. There are alternatives like City Guesser. Let's see, City Guesser. Not heard of that one. I do understand why it's paid. They're definitely using the Google Maps API. Oh yeah, those costs do add up. It's kind of like you don't really think about it because most people, most people as individual users, they can use Google Maps for free. But if you're building an application that's using it, it costs money. But who knows? Who even knows? Also, I feel like I should move the chat window up a bit because I feel like when I'm standing up and it feels like I'm looking downward a bit because I'm usually reading the chat message at the bottom. So it's probably would be better if my vision was angled up like this. Maybe this is a good spot. Make this window larger. Here, you gotta straighten your head. You guys hear that sound effect? Did I get an email notification? I'll put this here. Let me check my phone. I'm looking at my phone. I got a YouTube notification, I got a Gmail notification. I can't check what they are. I mean, I would have to type in my password. For one project I did years ago, I found a library that lets you use Google Maps without pulling the actual API. But it included flat earth propaganda in the repo. What? Yeah, it's usually pretty common for like a website to have a private API. That you could reverse engineer it by just going on the website. That's how Twitter actually has an internal API that they use for their website. And they use GraphQL for it. And it is extremely easy to reverse engineer. They have like this API token that's shared across all accounts, and it has not changed in years. And I use it in some places. I mean, hypothetically, if they had such an API, I could potentially have used it, but you can't confirm. I'm not breaking their terms of service, but if it was available, it is there. You could consider using it. It's actually pretty useful for performing searches because they started limiting the usage of API a lot. They made it so that you could send less requests. You have to pay after a certain amount. But if you know the secret, you can you don't have to use it. You can use a different way. They managed to break it. They broke the what? What did they break? The hammer? But anyway, it's Wednesday, guys. It's Wednesday. I spent a lot of today at work trying to debug an issue with like Python. Some sort of multi-threaded thing. I don't understand why. Got any Python developers in chat? Have you guys ever tried creating an HTTP server using the the built-in HTTP server and then trying to run it separately and then trying to test it? I don't know. It doesn't work. It hangs. Yeah, Python and threads. Okay, the use case for this is that I'm writing an integration test with something, and I need to set up a mock HTTP server. It always returns okay, but like you want the server to be running in the background, and then you want your main thread to be calling out to it. I have that set up, but it just hangs every time I send a request. It just blocks. And then after the test is done and everything failed, it's like, oh, we received the request. And I don't know what's happening. Processes or threads? Well, I'm running it in a thread. I'm using the Python HTTP built-in thing. I mean, they don't suggest using it for production, but this is not production. It's just Is there something? Use a process? No, then this, no. I'm using the built-in, the Python thing. A process, I would need to like invoke Python again. That's kind of weird. Am I locking out the resources? I don't know. I don't know Python. It works sometimes though. It works in some cases. Sometimes it hangs. Make it thread safe. They have like a threaded HTTP server though. All the examples I've seen online suggest doing it this way, but it's not working. I don't know. Anyway, this topic is too advanced for to be debugging in a Twitch chat. What have you guys been up to? What's going on in your lives? Yesterday I was watching a bunch of streams, and I think in all of them, Northern Line was brought up. I was watching Uto stream, somehow Northern Line got brought up. I was watching Clavio stream, she was telling a story about Northern Line. Even on my stream yesterday, I'm pretty sure I talked about Northern Line. Actually, so yesterday, Clavio was doing a stream, and she was like, she started telling a story about how she saw a clip of Northern Line, and then immediately after she started telling the story, she got raided by someone, and then she had like switched topics. And then I was like, oh man, I was like waiting for, she was telling a story, I was interested in this story. But then like after 30 minutes, she was like, okay, before we got raided, I was telling this story. And I was like, yes, finally, this is the story I was here to listen. This is the story I was here to listen to. Yeah, I needed to know. I needed to know the information. Denchi has been working and watching Twitch. Anything cool coming up? Any changes to the VTube Studio API that we should be aware of? Any security vulnerabilities? Not to the API. Internals. We got the you're finally able to do an @everyone in the VTube Studio server. That's pretty cool. When they announced the security vulnerabilities to Live2D, I was like, yo, let's go. Now Denchi has a reason to @everyone on the server. He can bring up those numbers again. It's like, @everyone. We've been aware of the Live2D vulnerabilities. Please be aware the team is the team is looking into it. They'll let us know. Still got kicked from, oh no. What are the requirements for that? You have to like have a certain level of engagement every like month or something. That's too bad. Let's see. CPython has a thing called global interpreter lock, and it only allows for a single thread to run in parallel. I don't know what it is. Like, it works sometimes. Also, welcome MM0. Make me think of a basis for a joke. Isn't it funny that American HTTP servers don't ask for tips? I see. This is a food service industry joke. I understand. Tips. Tipping culture sucks. We should not have it. Let's see, how do we hack VTube Studio? You can't. It's the most secure software ever. You will never do it. Doesn't matter, but I'll reapply anyway. For Discord partner. I still don't know what the point of that is. You just get like a fancy icon. See, when Python devs need anything with multiple threads, they use the multi-processing part of the standard lib. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. It's kind of weird. Like, Python has a built-in like HTTP stuff, but everyone just uses like a third-party thing. It's like the standard library is where things go to die. It's like, even in the official documentation, it's like, okay, instead of using our HTTP client, please just use this library called requests. Right, that's in the actual docs. And I was like, okay, I guess. But I also, like, every time someone complains about how, like, something isn't in the Rust standard library, I can't believe Rust doesn't have base64 encoding in its standard library. Can't believe it doesn't have an HTTP server in its standard library. And then people just point to Python and like, you guys see this? You guys see this in Python? They have it in there, they don't want you to use it. It'll be the same thing. It's usually how it works. Let's see, you get some stuff that you have anyway as verified server. Like what? What's the most important thing about Discord partner? Or is it like the stuff, like sometimes servers, you need to have a certain number of boosts, right? Is it like if you're a Discord partner, you don't need the boosts? You need fewer boosts. Didn't Discord announce that they're officially listening to your every move the other day? They did, I think they did say in their terms of service that they have the right to record anything. Yeah. I don't know, I don't even use voice chat on Discord. I hardly even use Discord. All I do is I post emotes. I'll react to things sometimes with emotes. There is some sus stuff. People use a lot of the standard lib. Some stuff is just more robust. Yeah, it's just like sometimes they're like for HTTP servers, there's like better ways to do things. And if you include one in the standard library, then people, it's like inflexible. If there's like a better way to do it, you can't change it because someone was depending on this obscure behavior. A fancy icon. See, the only good thing about Discord is the bots. I mean, the useful bots. Carlbot's pretty cool. It also has admin access on like every server. See, no voice chat for me either. Still a Ventrilo man till my grave. I didn't know people still use Ventrilo. I remember like a few days ago we were talking about TeamSpeak, and someone in here was still using TeamSpeak. And then I was like, what about Mumble? Remember Mumble? Remember Skype? That was the thing. So usually for examples. Yeah, it's like if it's in the standard library, it's probably just used for example code in a lot of places. There's a bot that tells me whenever a game goes free on Epic Steam or whatever. I mean, you could do that on a website too. IsThereAnyDeal.com. That's what I use to find deals. Look at these tiny fish. Listen to that loud thunder. How is that thunder so loud? One of my WoW guilds use Mumble. Are people still using it? It's like when you think about all the software that people used to use like a lot back in the day, and now like no one uses it. Like MySpace. Back when everyone was on Facebook and now everyone's like, Facebook sucks. And I could be like, I never use Facebook. It doesn't ping you. Well, you could sign up for like their email stuff. Although I guess it's understandable that people don't want to give their email to a website. Yeah, everyone's on Discord. I don't know. I feel like too much stuff is moving to Discord. You know, just give me a forum. Sorry, this is like the 20th time we talked about this. Discord, everyone going to Discord. Discord not being a good replacement for forums. All this stuff. Not a good place for support. It's not searchable. Facebook groups are actually funny. Marketplace is cool. I have never used it. I cannot relate. But what about the metaverse? What about Meta? What are they even doing there? Mark Zuckerberg. When do you think Mark Zuckerberg will step down? You think it'll ever happen? Like, I imagine he has enough money, right? He has enough money that he could probably live comfortably, like, forever. And yet he's still trying to push for whatever the heck it is he's working on. Never. Welcome Robomoo as well. Meta still exists. It does. It does still exist. Here, you know what? We're gonna use some fancier bait. Yes, that time. Let's use some salmon bait. Look at this. You guys ever seen this? Is salmon. Costs $17. $17 for this. We'll have fish eating other fish. We got the salmon. Whoop. Meta is the name of the company? Yes, it is. It's like how Google is owned by Alphabet Corporation. Or something. The parent company. Fancy. It's so fancy. Got the fish. The fish love salmon. You think we can catch a bear with the salmon? If we just leave the salmon on the beach. Probably not. We tried that. We tried putting a fish on the beach that one time. It's like, oh, maybe the bear shows up if the fish is there. But it's not. It's definitely not there. No, we're just here waiting. Just here chilling. Chilling on the lake. Yep. I like the slight rain. It's pretty nice. It's always nice when it's slightly raining. Anything else happened recently that's interesting? I feel like not particularly. What is there even to talk about? Steam sale? HoloFest? I did talk about HoloFest on Monday though. Steam sale. I purchased the game that I played yesterday. I purchased Hitman. That's basically it. I couldn't find any other games that I felt like playing. To visit a museum. Yeah, you posted a thing on the Discord. What's up with that? It's like a sundial? Portable sundial? How does that even work? Like, doesn't a sundial depend on like how it's oriented? And also where you're facing? I need to buy a new computer, but I don't want to build it. My heart can't take building PCs. I've never enjoyed it. It always gives me stress. Whenever I need to open up a PC to do something, I'm like, I don't want to do this. So you buy them pre-built, and it's good. And it works. They came with an integrated compass. What the? That's so fancy. But like the issue with sundials, you can't use them when it's not sunny, right? What if it's nighttime? How did people like? How did they know what time it was? You know, it's like 9 p.m. You're like, it's so dark. I don't know. I don't know when it is. I'm glad that you asked. Do they have a solution for that? See, Denji bought his last one pre-built too, with parts that cost 3K. Got like Denji's got the fanciest computer. He does have that RTX though. He needed it for the RTX face tracking. See, last one I built my brother, the motherboard was bad. We had to RMA all this stuff, too much stress. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Like, if I were to buy the parts myself, I've never had to deal with a part that was like not working properly. But like, if I did, I'd be so annoyed. I'd be like, I paid money for this and it's not working. And we gotta send it back and we gotta like wait for it to arrive. It's too much. It's too much for me. See, Fotato, welcome. Haven't had a problem with building a PC, but this many in years I'm due for something to go wrong. Yeah, it's like people will say, oh, it's so hard, this one thing happened, I'll never do it again. And then someone who has never had an issue, well, that's never happened to me. And it will never happen. But then one day it does happen. It'll happen and then you'll be like, oh man, now I know what they were talking about. Now I have to deal with the consequences. We had a nocturnal clock. Interested in knowing how that works? Nocturnal instrument. Howto.svg. I'm gonna click that. I'm clicking this image. Ursa Minor, Ursa Major. I don't understand. How does this work? Okay, so your eye is here. You're looking at a thing. It's too complicated. How do people figure this stuff out? You put it on a star, but then you'd have to know how. You'd have to locate the stars. I don't know. I can't identify constellations. I'm not advanced enough for that. I've never really looked at the stars. Because as someone who lives near a big city, it's hard to see the stars sometimes. Let's see. Hopefully, you only need to do it once, and if something's wrong, you have no one to blame but yourself. That's a plus for me. Yeah, hopefully. But what if it goes wrong multiple times? Let's see, Cole had some RAM fail recently. Kept forgetting to do the stuff to send it back. Yeah, then it passes the warranty date. And then what? And then you gotta pay for it yourself. I've had a few coworkers where their SSD like started failing, and it has never happened to me, but I wonder like one day the SSD on my computer is gonna fail, and I have no no way to really address that, I guess. Like when you look at SSDs, it's like SSDs, it's like they're suitable for a certain number of reason rights. But like, what if like in 10 years I go beyond that number? And then it starts to fail, and then I'm like, oh shoot, I should have seen this coming. Like 10 years ago. Whoops. Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Yo, is that Mega 10? Line the star. Yeah, light pollution. Back then it wasn't a problem. That is also true. Pollution was not so bad. Now it's so bad. See, in the northern hemisphere, all stars appear to rotate about the North Star during the night. And the positions, like the progress of the sun, can be used to determine the time. You know, that's too advanced. Get a cheap HDD and do regular backups. I do have backups actually. Since I use a Mac, it has they have a thing called Time Machine. You just plug in an external drive and it'll just do it on a schedule for you. So yes, I do have backups, but it's like it's kind of annoying though to restore. That's probably not annoying. I choose not to back up certain folders because it's like a lot of stuff, like your downloads folder. Sometimes you just have a bunch of garbage in there, And it's like, I don't want to back this up. My applications folder, a lot of that stuff can be re-downloaded. I don't want to like waste space on it. But I'm sure there's like something I probably forgot. And I'm like, oh man, I wish I saved this. Put all my important stuff in my OneDrive. Yeah, Microsoft has all of your important information. They got everything. They know everything about you. They got the equivalent of your social security number. Whatever that is in Germany. Also, welcome Chicken Coop. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever, it's gonna happen one day. One day I'll like start my stream and then I'll be like, hey guys, my computer died. Turns out I can't stream. You don't have a single number in Germany, you have a couple. Got tax ID. Oh yeah, you got many numbers. Remember Dropbox? I still use Dropbox. Their free tier is not as good as it used to be though. Yeah, they still exist. They're still out there. You got iCloud, you got OneDrive, you got other stuff. You got so many things. There's so many companies that do the same thing. You got like Google Drive as well. What are they even driving? Where are they even driving to? Why do they call it a drive anyway? Our drive? Everyone today I see still use Drive and Mega. Do people actually use that? My impression is that people only use that for like illegal stuff. Maybe not. But what about AWS? What if you backed up all your stuff into AWS? It would cost so much money to get it back out. There's also Backblaze. You guys ever use Backblaze? It's another backup solution on the cloud. It's pretty cheap. And by pretty cheap, I mean I don't know how much it costs, but they're free tier. You have like 10 gigs or something. I put all my database backups on there for my what's it called? My Mastodon server. It's all backed up on there. Every day I have a job that runs. And if I use R2, I could. But what if I don't want to? What if I didn't want to? What if you did? Denshi, what if you used it for something? Oh right, I was fishing. Wait, where the heck? No, there's no fish. I bought the expensive bait and no fish even wants this. No one wants the salmon. Can you believe this, guys? I bought the expensive fish and no one even wants it. Shaking my head. Can't even believe this, guys. Welcome, Happy Toaster. Let's see, maybe I will. Yeah, maybe you will. Maybe we'll find out soon. I've always used Mega until I realized I could just use an HDD. Oh, but then it's not on the cloud. It's gotta be on the cloud. For durability. I see, recently I've been having these great intrusive ideas, like spicing my English with more German. Just randomly use the word Wolke instead of cloud. Yeah, have it backed up on the Wolke. Are you syncing because I have no money? Like a lot of sites, like Dropbox has it's a free tier. Although I guess I don't know. It's like how much data you have on there. How do I get the toasting hosted on the cloud? You can make a new startup. If your cloud toasting needs are not met, you can do it yourself. You could upload your consciousness into the cloud, and then your consciousness could have a toaster in the cloud, and it could toast the toast. No, it could toast the bread. That's a word. Denchi's saying a word that I don't even know. What does that even mean? What is he even saying? I use SyncThing because I have money. What? It's a funny multi-threading. That's the word for multi-threading. How is that word so long? Back it up on the Nouveau. Isn't cloud bread a thing? Is it? What did you mean by this? Our CS teacher unironically called it that. I feel like in terms of programming, a lot of terms are like from English, right? Because like programming languages, they always use English keywords. It's pretty rare to see like a language that does not have English as its main syntax. And so I feel like a lot of people that do programming, they tend to speak English. Like at least to better than most other people. Because they're basically forced to, when they're programming, you gotta look up documentation. It's usually always in English. It's very English centric. Right, even like, you know, Japanese programmers, a lot of times they're just reading and writing English documentation. Some German CS professors tend to be a bit weird about that kind of stuff. Using German terms for English programming stuff. I learned paging as a word that I can't read. German used to have all the specialized words. Systems people. Yeah, imagine learning German. I don't know any German. Got a glossary. WWW4? What happened to WWW 2 and 3? Glossar.pdf. See, the only non-English I've seen has been Romaji variables. I am always surprised though. It's like, imagine someone like didn't know English and they're like, oh, I would love to learn programming. And then they start doing it and they're like, wait, everything's in English. I have to learn English before I can learn how to program. I mean, I'm sure there's like decent amount of documentation that isn't in English, but it's probably like a lot rarer. You see a word, you're like, what does this function do? Gotta like pull out your dictionary, just look it up. Oh, this thing, put this thing, this is what it does. Curl is 25 years old. Yeah, so true. Curl, the most used HTTP library. What about eins, y? I did not know that the word for 3 was that, though. I don't know what these words mean. Clothbug, thank you for the raid. Let me see what you were doing. I'm gonna shout you out right now. Imagine if shouting out, people have to actually shout. Oh wait, the bot isn't working, I think. Last time I tried shouting out a raider, it still doesn't work. Well, you were probably either drawing or like playing the randomizer or something. A Zelda game, I don't know. Now, hopefully you had a good stream. Whatever it was you were doing. Got the bug raid. Welcome Luke Zaid, welcome Heroes Lore, welcome Tabaha. That's Enter the Gungeon. I played that game. I never beat that game, but I did play it. And it was fun. It was a cool game. Very enjoyable. and then they had a sequel, Exit the Gungeon, which was not as well received. Oh, you only got it, okay. There's like a huge learning curve. It's like every time you pick up a new roguelike, you always have to consult the wiki. You know, you find a new item, you're like, what does this do? Like, read the wiki, you're like, oh, this thing has a synergy with this other item that I haven't gotten. And this synergy has this effect that it does this thing. You're like, okay, then how do I unlock this thing? Then you look it up. Now you're in like a rabbit hole. I'm just reading all the documentation. This nuclear throne with no fish. No, the maps are generated differently. It's so different, guys. You don't even know. You got smoothies as well. What kind of smoothies? Strawberry. What's everyone's favorite smoothie? I don't know if I even have one. I don't even remember the last time I had a smoothie. Are they even real? Are smoothies even real? Chocolate banana. That does sound pretty good. Yo, mango. I love mangoes. Mango is, what, in my opinion, one of the best fruits. It's not that common, but it is good. Let's see, Delicious Mouse says, I love Gungeon, have the physical Switch card. I remember when Enter the Gungeon first came out on the Switch, it had like a bug where the longer you played it, the game would just start lagging and then it would crash after some time. So like you had to periodically like quit and re-enter the game. They probably have fixed it since then, but that was an issue that I saw back in the day. Strawberry pretty good. It's pretty good. One of the good fruits as well. Mangoes. Mangoes and strawberries. What about you have them together? Anyone ever have a mango and a strawberry combined? Remember when they ported Isaac to the 3DS? Yeah, I do remember that. Did anyone play that? Oh yeah, the new 3DS. Okay, so like the old 3DS could not handle. It wasn't powerful enough to handle it. The Vita. Yeah, I feel like when they announced Isaac on the 3DS, it was back when I was still interested in playing it. I played the original Flash version of Isaac. Yeah, it was cool. Wow, we've got a lot of these fish, huh? Look at all these. There's so many of them. Should buy one more thing. Oh yeah, the 3DS. They stopped the eShop, right? Or they're about to close the eShop. You can no longer download games from there. My 3DS is like, every time I try to use it, the battery lasts for like 5 minutes. I always have to have it plugged in. Have I caught anything good yet? Just a bunch of these fish. We got a pretty big one though. Look at this one. This one is huge. It's huge. Let's see. Cole says I make smoothies for breakfast every day. What the heck? This sounds pretty good. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's too sweet. You know, you get too many fruits. It's too much sugar. Sugar equivalent, whatever it is. You must keep it plugged in. Yeah, it's like the batteries, they die after some time. I'm sure there's like a way to... There's probably like replacement kits where you could get like a fresh battery. But I don't think there's really any 3DS game that I feel like I need to play anymore. It's been like a while since I actually turned on my 3DS. I'm pretty sure the last time I turned on my 3DS was when Animal Crossing New Horizons came out. I played that for a while, and then I was like, man, I miss Animal Crossing New Leaf. I wonder what that's like. And then I went back to it on my 3DS. I played it for like a day or two, and then I just never went back. But I did revisit my old town. I saw my old villagers, and I'm like, these guys, they're still doing well. But someone moved out, and like, oh man, one of my favorite villagers moved out. Yeah, that's too bad. And then I never went back. Let's see, if all you have is a smoothie, the total calories won't be as high as most breakfast foods. Probably. That's probably true. Well, we get a lot of the same type of fish, huh? What's going on in the lake today? What even are these? Let's see, Kid Icarus is still stuck there. It's still up there. I have never played any of those games. They have a finite amount of cycles. Yeah, that's the issue with batteries. Is that you can only use them a certain number of times. The only good one is Uprising. Did they have other Kid Icarus games? I remember it was like an old NES game, right? Or SNES. And then he was in Smash Bros. Is the guy's name even Kid Icarus? Isn't his name Pit? Do people call him Kid Icarus in that game? Who even is Kid Icarus? Yeah, it's Pit. People who see him, they're like, yo, that's Kid. That's the kid from the title. Kid Icarus NES and Game Boy sequel that no one played. Yeah, it's always like some obscure game. They even made a joke in the dub. Did they say, yo, that's the kid. That's the kid from the title. It's Icarus. What about the existence of Kid Icarus? What about Father Icarus? The Mother Icarus? The Parent Icarus? Let's see, I've only really heard the NES game is weird, but not necessarily good. I feel like a lot of NES games don't hold up. You ever hear like some guy like, oh yeah, remember this classic game? I love playing this game. I played this game for hours as a kid. And then you play it and you're like, this is not actually, it's not actually that good. It's actually kind of bad. Game design does not hold up. Why can't Kid Icarus crawl? Yeah. Why? He can fly though. They joked about how Samus isn't named Metroid in Smash. The Kid Icarus characters had narration for every character. What? Wait, I think I did remember seeing that. They had an Easter egg. Zero Suit can crawl. Yeah, yo, Snake. Solid Snake. Liquid Snake. I still have yet to understand anything about Metal Gear. Old Snake. I still, you know, who even is Snake? I'm pretty sure I've asked this before. Like the Snake that's in Smash Bros. Which Snake is that? Is that Liquid Snake? Is that Solid Snake? Oh, that's Naked Snake. What about, who's Big Boss? Who even is that guy? I like how Snake Codex and Ultimate, but they didn't update them, so they're like, I can't believe Sonic is here in Brawl. They couldn't hire him to do more voice lines. They couldn't have hired him on Cameo. Wait, you guys remember that one time there was like a fighting game tournament, and I think they hired, they paid for the voice actor of Snake to do like a voice line, and then it made it seem as if Snake was gonna be in Tekken or like some other fighting game. But then he was like, well, they didn't tell me they were gonna do this, and it was like against the terms of service. And everyone got upset. That was the thing. I guess they couldn't do that. Imagine if Nintendo just paid him on Cameo. Like, hey, can you do another voice line? And then they just put it in the game. Yeah. Solid Snake. Answer is that everyone is a clone of Big Boss. That's what I've been told. I remember we talked about this and people explained it, and I don't remember any of it. And I probably will never explain. I probably will never understand it. But I do know a lot of people are fans of the Metal Gear series. People love that game, and by that game I mean that series. The curse of having an extremely recognizable voice. Yeah. It's also the fact that, like, they didn't have, like, the English dub of that game is like the only official dub, right? Like, they didn't have Japanese voice actors for that, even in the Japanese edition. I remember asking about this when I was playing Dark Souls, right? I listened to the English narration in the game, and I was like, wait, did they even have a Japanese dub? Apparently not. Wait, well, I think so, right? They, like, the English dub of Metal Gear series is the dub. There is no Japanese version. It's not meant to be comprehensible. Exactly. Oh yeah, Bayonetta. Also that. Yeah, and someone said they hired like an actors guild or something. They do all the voices in Dark Souls. Stuff like that. You know, it's stuff that you never think about. There is a Japanese version, but the original script is English. Yeah, something like that. It's stuff that you never really think about, right? You always assume things are localized to English. If the game is originally Japanese, you're like, oh, I wonder what the Japanese sounded like. And then you find out there was no Japanese. Dark Souls is only English. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. That's pretty cool though. Because, like, sometimes they'll write scripts and, like, the English doesn't really make sense. It's like when you think of, like, Niji Sanji Ien, right? Some of their songs, it's very obvious that the person who wrote it in Japanese, and then, like, it was translated to English for their songs. It sounds kind of unnatural sometimes. And you're like, huh. Why did they choose this? Why did they use these words? That's something. The Westaboo. It's free. They got the freedom. Chocobo. I haven't really played too many Final Fantasy games. I don't even know. I know there's Chocobos. They got Moogles. They got the they got the gods. They got like Ifrit or whatever. Shiva. There's always a guy named Sid, right? Sid. That's the guy that's always there. Yeah, Marlboro, the cigarettes. They got Marlboro cigarettes. They got fire. They always got like the spells are the same. It's like Fyra, Fyraga, Fyraja, Ice, whatever. Blizzard Blizzaga. That sounds like one of those, what's it called? The Big Bang Theory? When he says Bazinga. It sounds like him saying Blizzaga. Blizzaga. Yeah, the Thornberries. The Marlboro is a mobile. Mobile. Final Fantasy II. Yeah, they got the same enemies. How do they keep showing up? What's even up with that? So like if they always have a character named Sid, does Final Fantasy XIV, like the online version, also have a guy named Sid? Is he an important part of the game? Don't they also have like two, like there's like a pair of characters that always shows up, right? Biggs? There's a guy named Biggs that's always in the games? There is a Sid, I knew it. There's a Biggs. Is there a Smalls? Zeo Bofa? Was it Bofa? Think they would have a skill named Bofa? They would never. They would never do that. Bofa, Bofaga. Bofa D's. Oh, Biggs and Wedge, that's what it was. They got that in every game. They gotta keep up the tradition. It's like how Patches is always in Dark Souls. And Mad Joe, wouldn't it be funny if they released Dark Souls 4 and then Patches was not in it? And then people are like, where's Patches? Isn't he in every Dark Souls game? And then they could patch him in. It would be so funny. They would add him in a patch. Yeah, Anna from Fire Emblem. Yeah, +2. +2. They would patch him in. And people would be like, oh, I see what they did there. Clever FromSoft. I wonder what his name is in the... Is his name... Are the boss names... Or, sorry. The NPC names in the Japanese version of Dark Souls, are they also the same as in the English version? Because if like the English version was the original, I would assume they have the same names. Some of them. Back to the absolute zinger of a joke, let's go. Hamflow, is your internet working properly today? Most of them. Yeah, Anna in Fire Emblem. Remember that time when Anna in Fire Emblem had 6 fingers on one hand? What's the deal? Did they ever explain that? Just a continuity error? Haven't had problems today. Let's go. The Wednesday Hamflow stream. I don't even remember what he streams on Wednesdays. Some kind of video game. It's a whole different story once I click the start streaming button. That is also true. Remember that one time, that one week, when I would constantly have bitrate issues on my stream? Those were some times. Remember when in Awakening the characters didn't have feet? What? I don't remember this. Anyway, I have to hydrate. It's been another hour. It's hydration time. I'm gonna do that right now. Whoops, I switched the wrong window. What happened here? Okay, I'm hydrated. Alright. The 3D models in FE Awakening have stumps. I don't even remember. I played that game. I don't remember anything about the story. You guys ever do that? You guys ever play a game, you finish it, and you're like, that game is pretty okay. And then, if you were asked to summarize what happened, I'm like, I don't even know. There was like a guy, there was like a dragon, is like named Grima or something. You could... You know, there's like a time skip somewhere, I don't even know. But those were things that happened mid. Look, it got many people into this era, into Fire. It saved Fire Emblem though, right? I like the game. It was pretty good. After playing that game, I finally recognized the characters because people were like constantly posting fan art of them. On Twitter, on Pixel, whatever. Like, who the heck are these people? And then I played the game and I was like, yo, that guy, that's the guy from the fan art. That's this guy, that's this one. Oh, that's Chrom. This guy, this Chrom. Yeah, that was it. But now when I see fan art of characters, I'm not like, oh, I wonder what this guy's from. I'm just like, oh, that's the guy from this thing, this game that I will never play. And I think the only reason why I bought Fire Emblem Awakening was because one time it finally went on sale. Right, Nintendo games, digitally, they rarely ever go on sale. But there was like the one time where Fire Emblem Awakening was on sale, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna actually try this game. And then I got it, and then I played it. And it was cool. And it was cool. The art director for Awakening and Fates was so talented, but they never hired what? Never again. They're like, you did too good of a job. Our standards are now too high. You've ruined this for everyone. Anyway, I should turn it into Night Moon. It's about that time. I don't want to end the stream and then I take off my headset and then find out that it's dark outside. I mean, oh, it is dark outside, but like, it'll be different from what I'm experiencing in VR. Okay, here we are, it's nighttime. We got the stars up there. Remember that time when we played the game yesterday and there were stars? When we caught a bunch of animals and there were stars. Good times. Let's see, I had to play Awakening just so I can validate my hate of the fact that the game alone has 3 reps in Smash. He was so angry. He was like, oh, freaking, they got Chrom in here, they got Robin. Or like they're robbing all the slots for games. Look at those birds. Chrom. Waluigi. Look, but no one even knows Waluigi. No one even knows Waluigi's lore. What's even up with that guy? What even is Waluigi? He just showed up one day. Wario was just like, hey, we need someone to play tennis with us. He's like, check out this guy. It's like he just came from nowhere. He's just a guy that shows up occasionally. He gets invited. Welcome, Tag Barrel. That was the one guy cheering when they revealed Robin and Lucina. Well, Lucina is basically Mirth. Welcome, Stedius. Like what? Waluigi? Swaluigi? What does that even mean? No, that's Wario. Wario's the one who eats his motorcycle. How does he even eat the motorcycle? That can't be good for him. Byleth is Green Marth. No, she's different. He has a bird beak for... Oh, you mean like the bird. The bird known as the swallow. See, I thought you meant the consumption of motorcycles. Waluigi seems insecure since he has a somewhat different gimmick every time he shows up. He's that guy with the rose. Look, you don't understand him. He's a complex character. You can't just pigeonhole him into one specific behavior. Floor. I see what you like. Floor, wall, Luigi. Ceiling Luigi. Maybe they'll introduce it. One day he'll show up. It'll be him. I should combine all his bits. Yeah, they should make it into a bite. Once he gets 8 different bits, it can be a bite. B-Y-T, bite. You guys know that half a bite is called a nibble? It's like how bite is spelled B-Y-T-E, and nibble is N-Y-B-B-L-E. But I don't know anyone who uses that term. It's like one of those science terms, computer science terms that you hear. Like, oh, that's funny. But no one actually says it. It's kind of weird. I use it sometimes for what? Upper nibble. Okay, I see. Byte codes. Some people, some we don't even know. I refuse to acknowledge this term. I can see that it could be useful. You know, you're talking about encodings, you're talking about whatever, I don't know. Bitwise logic. Little endian versus big endian. It sounds like one of those words that only exists to discuss not using it. Like what? Like what's another example of a word that fits that criteria? Let's talk about code. Yeah, well, I guess me saying byte being spelled B-Y-T-E should have been that. Low-level programming, yeah, registers. You got the memory. I don't know. I don't have to deal with that stuff very often. A murder of ravens. Also, welcome, Frank. Yeah, there's no redeems when I'm in VR. They're mostly Live 2D related. Got the black and white emotes. You have nothing to spend channel points on. Look, you can spend your channel points. You can buy what is there you can buy? You can choose an emote to modify. You can get this one. You can put sunglasses on it. Look. You can flip it horizontally. You can put that thinking right there. You can put this one right there. You can squish. Oh, that's it. You could do so many things. Wolfie seems like a productive fisherman. Yeah, I caught so many fish. Look at that. It's full. It's almost full of fish. Let's see, at least nibble rolls off the tongue a bit better than half bite. Yeah. 4 bits. Actually, a bite is implementation dependent. Does anyone actually refer to file sizes in GB bytes? Yes, there are people that do it. And I think it makes sense. Right, in computer stuff, you typically refer to things in base 2. You know, 1024 instead of 1000. It makes sense. It makes so much sense. Alpha's Water SQ. They should make that available. They should make follower emotes available for modification. I feel like they probably just forgot. You know, like when they made follower emotes able to be used on other channels, they probably just forgot to make it work for the redeems as well. All you need is waste a bunch of points to redeem, if nothing else. I could have like a channel point goal. You know, but I don't know what it would be. It'd be for nothing. I can make it like a... Try to spend 100k points by the end of the month. Total. For everyone in chat. Got the fish. We got another fish. Yo, let's go. Here, what if I sell this fish? How many do you think this is? How much do you think this is worth? I think this is gonna be... 60... $65. 102? Also, look at this. Do you guys see this? You seeing this fish? And another 6. Yo, that's good. That's a good money. We do that right now. Programming games. It's been a while since I've done a programming stream. I could potentially program something. If I really wanted to. 350, $69. 100 billion points for karaoke. Yeah, just like the Hamflow karaoke stream, which will never happen. When's Programmer Simulator coming out? It's called, doing a job. Headset power is low. Didn't I turn on my headset? I turned on the power charger. It's charging. He has no choice. No, he does have a choice. He has many choices. The darkness? What do you mean? It's already dark. I put on the night... what is it called? The night mask. The darkness is already here. We've already been enveloped by the darkness. I should learn to embrace it. Yep, there. Oh, we got another fish. Can't believe I bought a salmon as bait, and it didn't even... Fish aren't even interested in it. You spent good money on the good bait, they don't even want it. They've gotten so used to the trash bait, the free bait. And they have good quality stuff, they don't even know what to do. What's that weird thing? What is salmon? That's another fish. We can't eat another fish. That's cannibalism. Welcome, Good Cat Gaming. Sure the salmon wasn't for you to eat? It's not. I've tried. I've definitely have tried on stream before. You cannot consume it. What, the Kraft mac and cheese? The Kraft dinner. They call it Kraft dinner in Canada. You can tell someone's from Canada if they call it Kraft dinner. Got another fish. See, look, you try to eat this salmon, you can't. See, the animation doesn't play, you can't eat it. About craft lunch. No, you can only have it for dinner. You know, in Canada, you're not allowed to have Kraft mac and cheese for lunch. Only dinner. Only dinner. If you do it other times, you'll get arrested. Is sea chicken in this game? You mean, tuna? No, they renamed all the fish. The fish like Cheetos. Do they, though? Do fish like cheese? You ever think how weird it is that, like, humans, we just eat all kinds of food. Like, a fish has no chance to really interact with a cow, right? In normal situations. Yeah, so like, a fish normally would never see cheese. But as humans, we can introduce cheese into the fish ecosystem. And they'll experience this weird thing. They never even seen a cow. Right? Imagine seeing cheese, but not the animal that it came from. Like, you've never seen a cow, but you've seen the cheese. As a fish, you'd be like, I don't even know what this is. What even is milk? It depends, some do. I like how your model is super simple, but your hands are super normal in first person. Yeah, the model is an overlay. It's not part of the game. It's part of this program called Live, where you can put your own models into the game. When I'm playing this, I don't see my own model. This is the hand that was given to you in the game. These are the gloves. You could technically use different gloves. Right, I feel like I've been using this one for like a long time, but you could use different gloves. Right, this one looks kind of weird. It's got a weird texture, I don't like it. We got these ones. You know, what if I start using this one for a while? It's kind of hard to see at night though. Right, I like these because they're very visible. I could wear a rain hat. It probably looks weird on stream. Yeah, you can see the brim of the hat. Whoop. Introduce cows into the ecosystem. Yeah, just put the cows in the water. It's gotta be messed up. Wolfie doesn't really look like that. No, my hands are floating. These are my real hands. Here are my arms right here. Oh, what, you can't see them? You can't see my arms? They're real. But here's my elbow. There it is. Manatee. Yo, manatees are cows. Googling tells me that fish don't eat cheese because they don't drink milk. But they don't take into consideration that some cheeses are pretty much zero lactose. Actually, they have, in this game, they have cheese bait. Try feeding the cheese to the fish. Some fish, they like fragrant things. Fish could see this bait and they're like, I've never seen this. The heck is this cube? Why does the sea get all the cool stuff? Don't even know. They're just built different. Sea chicken, sea cows, sea lions. Baiting the fork. Look, this is what you do. This is what fishing is all about. Whoa, we caught cheese. Oh, yo, look at this guy. We got the cheese. What if we catch a rat? Actually, you know how people say, like, pigeons are basically rats with wings? Same thing for bats. You think there's, like, an equivalent of a rat, like, underwater? Is there, like, an underwater animal equivalent to a rat? Wait, I'm pretty sure we looked this up. ratfish. That is an actual thing. I looked this up. I see the websites advise it probably just don't want aquarium fishes to suffer from bloat. If you're gonna eat that fish anyway, what their last meal was, it doesn't matter. Yo, what if you infuse the fish? You feed them something and you're like, I would like to eat this thing, but instead I'll let the fish eat it. And then when I catch the fish, it'll already be in their system. Also, welcome Genie and welcome Marshall Waffle. How's the fishing going? We caught like $110 worth of fish. It's pretty cool. This cooler was basically full. Currently installing stability for the last time. What does that mean? Stability? Stability? Oh, 3DS updates. It's no longer going to be stable. It'll be unstable. What? Imagine they had like a 3DS or Switch patch that was like, instead of stability, this time we've introduced instability. It'll be instant stability. Get a spotted ratfish. Shoop. A lot of Wii U's are suddenly die for no reason. I'm sure there is a reason. It's probably like the internal battery or something. It's like a lot of Game Boy cartridges. They have like an internal battery. It runs out after some time. You can get bricked if they're uncharged for long enough. Maybe that's the issue with my 3DS. That's probably why it doesn't work so well. The battery is extremely low. Apple got busted for pushing instability patches. I don't know. Didn't Apple do a thing a while ago where if your phone battery was below a certain percent, or sorry, it made your phone slower, supposedly to preserve the battery life? And people got upset, reasonably. First time I've ever seen you actually catch a fish. That is probably true. I've been catching fish this past stream and the one before that. Or, sorry, this stream and the week before. After probably several months of not even casting the line at all. You know, it's a new era. It's a new era, and by new era, I mean an old era. It's the return of the original fishing. Does anyone want to play the Wii U games, though? I mean, I'm sure there were some, right? Got Mario Maker 1, got Splatoon 1. Got Zombie U, remember Zombie U? They announced that game and everyone was like, whoa! We got finally Nintendo games for adults. Zombie U is gonna be, can't wait to see what they do with this. And then it went nowhere, and then no one cared. But it was a thing, everyone was excited. Barely. See, I always thought 3DS and DS were known for always keeping their charge no matter what. That's not true. My 3DS is extremely dying. Battery lasts 5 minutes. See, mine has a battery saving setting. It makes the phone slower and drains the battery faster. What? Because NAND flash gets something if you don't connect the power after many years. Oh shoot. Maybe that's what it is. People not using their consoles after many years. Corrupted, that's what you said. My mouse cursor was hovered over it so I couldn't see the word. See, Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD. I mean, the Wind Waker on Wii U was like is a remake, right? I'm sure they'll release it on Switch at some point. Knowing Nintendo, they'll probably make it a limited time thing. Kind of like how they did the Mario 3D All-Star stuff. They'll probably do like, oh, well, here's a Zelda... What, the Zelda All-Stars collection? Got a Wind Waker. Well, I guess no. I guess Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. They are already available on the Nintendo Switch Online. So maybe not. Also, welcome, Vic. Let's see. Wally, did you ever have a crush on someone? What prompted this question? What if I said no? What if I said no and did not expand on my answer? Got Wolfie in his fish arc. Giving major fish vibes. Yeah, it's the return. It's like when I first played this game a year ago. It was good times. It would have a VTuber stream on in the background. You'd be fishing off stream even. You'd be playing stuff online. Let's see, Leica said, I turned on my DS for the first time in 10 years. It dies immediately unless it's plugged. Same with my SP. Yeah, I feel like also... That has probably happened with my GBA SP as well. Weirdly, it also happens for my Game Boy Pocket. Right, the Game Boy Pocket, you would use like regular AA batteries. Or maybe it was AAA. For some reason, my Game Boy Pocket does not turn on. Even if you put valid batteries in it. I don't know what broke with it, but it just doesn't work. It simply does not even work. I'm trying to pick up this fish. Ooh. I've seen the Wii U being marketed during release as a tablet. Shows you a golf ball for $300. I've never had a Wii U. So I've never seen the Wii U tablet up close. It was like a very novel idea though. I just think their marketing made it really confusing. Like a lot of people didn't know that the Wii U was actually its own console. People thought it was just like an extra thing you buy for your Wii. But no, it's totally different. Let's see. Got an invite to the Wii U preview event in Los Angeles. Oh, I remember when I was in my first job after college, they gave a bunch of gifts to the employees. One of them was like a Wii U, and it was like, yo, a Wii U, that's a new console. No one really knew what it was. But like, man, they went all out on this. Whoops. Catching a fish. Sorry, I cannot keep up with chat. There's like a lot of messages going on right now. Game Boy Color still works. I think I still have my Game Boy Color. It's probably in my house somewhere. But I don't know if I have any of the cartridges anymore. I don't know where they are. That's why I prefer buying games digitally nowadays. Because they're just all on there. I don't need to look around my house. Find out where I put the cartridges. It's too much effort. Just buy everything digitally. And then you can play them until they turn off the eShop. You can never access your games ever again. But you could always emulate. Okay, this fish is fighting. This fish is fighting me right now. This one's also pretty big. Look at that. Okay, let's see. Okay, wow, I'm so far behind in chat. It's possible. If it's true, it's kind of sad. What? I had a puppy. What is a puppy romance? He's trying to figure out if you're available. No. Karagi Shy. There's a lot of Zelda games that remade with 2 screens in mind and they hate it. You know, the DS and 3DS were definitely really unique though. Like, it's really hard to emulate that kind of stuff. Like, a lot of games were designed with the thing in mind of having 2 games or two screens on top of each other. All the touchscreen stuff. Get the Ace Attorney. Yeah, people thought the Wii U was just an add-on. Because the name was too similar to the Wii. It's a Steam Deck but worse. The next Switch console is coming out at the end of this year. Oh, people always say that. People are always like, oh yeah, based on rumors, the Nintendo Switch Pro is coming soon, right? But we never know. It's always people making stuff up. So I'm not buying any games. No, like how long has the Switch been out for? Like 7 years at this point? 8 years maybe? I think it was 7 years. Also, yeah, all the Nintendo consoles used to all use blocks as their units of storage. They would never say like one block was how many kilobytes or how many megabytes. You simply don't know. You would have to guess. It's like the same thing for PlayStation. PlayStation 2, they had the memory cards would also be in blocks. Maybe not blocks, but it's like slots or whatever. I don't even know. Just not buying games, true. You emulate. You can lose the games physically or Steam can join them. Yeah, they could ban your account. It's true. One day Steam decides they don't want you. You'll lose all your games. It's like people that on the Switch, if you get caught doing like hacking, or not hacking, but like using exploits, using known bugs in games, they could ban your account. You would not be able to access your account. Oop, what the heck is this? Yo, this fish like was so easy to catch. Also, welcome Bobatron. Here, I'm gonna release this one. This one goes back $3. The 3DS has some huge games, more than 1 gigabyte. It's surprising to hear like 1 gigabyte being a being a huge game. Yeah, like back in the day, they could fit a game on like tiny amounts of small amounts of space. Now you play the Call of Duty and it's like 50 gigabytes, and they get another patch that's like another 100 gigabytes. The orbital fried egg laser. What? Oh, you mean the redeem? The fried egg redeem. Imagine being dragged into the air and the guy says, "Wow, this one was so easy." Look, fish don't even understand English. They don't even know what I'm saying. You think there's a fish out there that understands English? Like a fish that has heard humans talk for so long, they picked up on certain words. It's like your pet sometimes. Dogs and cats, they can understand some phrases. You think there's a fish that understands? Probably not. You seem to optimize games even less. Yeah, it's like the different frameworks, right? You got Unity, you got Unreal. People aren't writing their own engines. But I feel like Nintendo games are usually, they're like pretty well optimized. Especially in comparison to a lot of other AAA games. Well, who even knows? Anyway, my neck is starting to kind of hurt a little bit. Not hurt, but like like when you've been If you have like a VR headset on for a long time. Just like that. So I should probably end the stream soon. I should probably end stream. What is this? I failed to catch the fish. First party games always have small file sizes. Yeah, I feel like Mario Odyssey was pretty small compared to a lot of games. They're pretty good at that because they gotta only design it for one system, right? They know the limitations. Nintendo has less horsepower to work. Yeah, that's how they do it. Are there any AAA games on the Switch that aren't third party? I guess I don't even really know what qualifies as a AAA game. Is Nintendo first party games not? Do those not count? I don't even know. Don't even know what AAA really means. Mario. I would think like Breath of the Wild, any first party Nintendo thing. Splatoon. Yeah, Breath of the Wild. It's kind of weird that AAA is a thing because like, think of AAA batteries, they're like not as powerful as AA batteries. You never hear about AA games, right? It's always like AAA games. No, I'm sure you do. You probably do hear AA games. It's probably a term somewhere. It's always about the triple. You do hear AA. Yeah, I realize when saying that I do sometimes hear AA. What about the S games? You know, you got what about the B games? Who has even seen a S rank game? 9-volt games. Alright, this is the last fish. This is the final fish of today. We got one of these. What, the green fish? I'm gonna predict this is $30. 36, close enough. Bring your egg. I see. That's a joke. It's one of those jokes. Okay, well that's gonna be it. I'm gonna find out what day today is and then we'll send a raid. Oh frick, the bot isn't working today. I have to actually like go to the website myself. Okay, today, there's a National Today. Go to nationaltoday.com/today, right? What was the link? Today. Alright, we got many days. You know, I'll post this link in chat as well. You guys can check it out. Got a bunch of days. International Day of the Seal. We got, Talk Like William Shakespeare Day. Oh, there's not that many days today, huh? I don't know about this one. There's not that many. We got Daffodil Day. We got Bavarian Crepes Day. I don't know. Quite not a very strong selection today. International Day of the Seal. The seal? Hold on, let me hydrate. I'm gonna hydrate at the end of the stream. Water. Is it actually water day? Whoops. I'm pressing the screenshot button. Wait, what's going on? Why is this button enabling screenshots? Did I break something? This button typically closes the menu, but it's taking a screenshot now for some reason. I've taken so many screenshots. What's happening? What's happening? I can't quit. Okay, hold on. How's this happening? How do I exit this? I can't exit this menu. Okay, I can't leave. I can't leave this menu, guys. I think something is broken. Okay, well, is today water? Is there actually Water Day? Wait, it is wait, how did I miss that? Okay, World Water Day raid. Okay, you can post your water emoji. And I'm gonna find out who I'm gonna raid. I'm gonna go on twitch.tv. Yo, Choco Jackson's playing Spelunky 2. I think Hamflow's probably he's playing Alien Isolation. So true. But I will raid. I'll raid someone. I'll raid a person who's streaming. Apparently, I've never raided Tired Squid. Didn't I raid her once when she was doing karaoke, or was that something else? I feel like I've raided her before. Did she change her username? Well, I don't know. Whatever. We can go over there. Paste that in the chat. This channel's intended for mature audiences. If you're not mature, you can leave. But that's it for today. Tomorrow I'll be back with Dark Souls 2. Friday I will be back with probably the end of Kimono Friends Picross. Saturday I'll play something, I don't know what yet. Something. One of those games. Maybe not even a game. What if it's not even a game? What if I do something not gaming? It could be you're a child. You can't say that on Twitch. If you say that, they'll ban you. If you say anywhere that you're underage on Twitch, their algorithms will find you. They will ban you. Taxes stream. I did my taxes already. I did my taxes like last week. No, 2 weeks ago. Also, welcome Off Jack and goodbye. But yeah, you guys do your taxes. You gotta do it. Sure, file quarterly? I didn't even know you could do that. Yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your Thursday. I'm gonna stop talking. Goodbye.